Today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend. At the same time, they're talking about working positively with Russia, appeasing Vladimir Putin, a lying, murderous dictator. Make that make sense. Canadians are reasonable, and we are polite, but we will not back down from a fight. Not when our country and the well-being of everyone in it is at stake. At the moment, the U.S. tariffs came into effect in the early hours of this morning, and so did the Canadian response. Canada will be implementing 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods, starting with tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods immediately, and tariffs on the remaining $125 billion of American products in 21 days' time. Should these tariffs not cease, we are in active and ongoing discussions with provinces and territories to pursue several non-tariff measures, measures which will demonstrate that there are no winners in a trade war. Now, just like I did a month ago, I want to speak first directly to the American people. We don't want this. We want to work with you as a friend and ally. And we don't want to see you hurt either. But your government has chosen to do this to you. As of this morning, markets are down, and inflation is set to rise dramatically all across your country. Your government has chosen to put American jobs at risk, at the thousands of workplaces that succeed because of materials from Canada or because of consumers in Canada, or both. They've chosen to raise costs for American consumers on everyday essential items like groceries and gas, on major purchases like cars and homes, and everything in between. They've chosen to harm American national security, impeding access to the abundant critical minerals, energy, building materials, and fertilizers that we have and that the United States needs to grow and prosper. They've chosen to launch a trade war that will, first and foremost, harm American families. They've chosen to sabotage their own agenda that was supposed to usher in a new golden age for the United States.
I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadaj. Double honor to the elder apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit, willing that you all can continue to endure and be sincere. And shalom to the Akwat Yim that are believers of this faith and this truth, Lord, willing that you continue to pursue your lot, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. I'll start at verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Right? And for them bringing the tariffs and other things that Donald Duck say he's going to do for America is really to implement their new system. For Jake, you don't want to get caught up. I mean, most of you are going to get caught up and not understand the demise. In each empire, people were getting taxed. You go to Luke, the 2nd chapter, you see Caesar Augustus taxing the people of Israel. And of course, he was taxing the known land, right? Whoever was trading and grabbing crop from Roman territory, the same as in the time of Joseph. The Egyptians was taxing people too when it came to getting goods. They had to pay. In the Greek captivity, so on and so on. And we're established under a system that tax you. Right, so let me get this in Matthew chapter 22, and I believe starting at verse, I go to 18. Let's start at verse 15. It goes into the tribute to Caesar. An example of tribute shows that you are in subjection to a higher power. So it says, then went the Pharisees and took counsel how they might entangle him in his talk. And they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, Master, we know that thou art true and teachest the way of God in truth. Neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. Tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, Why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny, which was a Roman coin. And he saith unto them, Whose is this image and superscription? They say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, Render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. And when they had heard these words, they marveled and left him and went their way. Right? And this is what we have to do. We're gonna have to pay taxes, right? Food is about to go higher, clothes is gonna go higher. Anything that's coming from foreign countries, like if you use Shein, I believe that's the app. If you use Temu, right, and other things that is bought overseas or in foreign countries, you're going to be your wait is going to be longer, and maybe prices will go up on those apps. Just like Target and other places, they're going to be raising their taxes, right? Soon you might see food go up too, because you see Bill Gates is still buying farms and farms. In a minute, they're going to charge you more for certain food. Look at eggs. Eggs is going up. Milk is going up. So and so is going up, right? Actually, because I quoted it, when you go into, the time of Rome fell because of inflation and high taxes, right? So this is Luke chapter 2, going into Yahushua's birth in Bethlehem. It says, And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made with Cyrenius, was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and the lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. So even in the time of Yahushua, being born, Israel was taxed, right? If Joseph was buying something, Mary, they were being taxed, right? And which is a publican. Matthew, he was a tax collector. And, even being in this system called America, they don't play about taxes, right? You got some people that get tax fraud if you're not paying your taxes at the end of the year, especially rich folks. But if we have a job, they take taxes out your check, and then you get income taxes. Guess what? They're taking taxes out of your income taxes too, right? This captivity is not going to get better, right? It's supposed to get worse, right? Before the coming of Hamashiach Yahushai. This is a classic. Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, Ye sow much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes, right? And that's a lot of us, man, right? Trying to make ends meet. Shoot, we can damn near only make it to a deadline. Some is better than others because they might have Section 8, they might have income base, but eventually it's going to be worse, especially in the ghettos where Jake reside, right? And hey, Jake that's even rich, if they don't know how to manage their money, they're going to get it too, right? Or unless they yield to the new system, In the NLT, it says, you have planted much but harvest little. You eat but are not satisfied. You drink but are still thirsty. You put on clothes but cannot keep warm. Your wages disappears as though you were putting them in pockets filled with holes. And when we paying our bills, our rent, right, and so on and so on, as soon as you get paid, damn near you only left with $100. Even when you save, it's gonna take you a whole year to save for you to try to, do a vacation, step out and go do certain things. I was thinking of another one, but you know that when you go to Acts and 30, a lot of us cleave to the shadow of Egypt, right? The protection, the nourishment, the care of Egypt. But you got so many Jake on this side that complain about either their job, how they living, maintenance of their house, right? But at the end of the day, they don't have enough funds to live better, to get better, And when it's a high class, it has to be a poor class, So I just wanted to get to this point. Lord willing, this is edifying to the sheep. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Al-Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the honors to the other apostles and elders of the great millstone, and a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect in the same spirit. And again, you're going to say peace and safety. Things are going to seem good. In a minute, victuals are going to be dumb cheap. I believe that's 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, and they're going to catch you with the okie doke and then swiftly go into the hour of temptation, which they're going to push this new system, which is going to be under that charagma. So with that, I want to say shalom. Salaki. I had to double back. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. It says, "In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire." This is going into the NATO and EU, the allies of the United States. They're going to hate the whore, man. And they're going to burn her with fire. They're going to make her naked. They're going to make her desolate. And these are doing these tariffs and other things that's going to bring this forth is going to have the nations push that button. Jake, do not get too comfortable. Do not get too comfortable, because Donald Duck is making plays. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Shalom.